For mortal man to be looked upon by the human eye is priceless. It is called stunting. You know how you look at a movie and the cameras are rolling, and for that moment you just feel like you're only person in the world because you're being looked on, you're being gazed upon by the camera, by the all-seeing eye, the source. So if you were an unrealistic person, then the only way you existed was in front of the eye, the all-seeing eye, which is the human eye, which is the eye of God. Because imagine God sitting upon his throne, or these all eternal being, which I'm not going to define as a man or a woman, I mean, it's just a being. He is looking upon this world through your eyes. So everything that is not real, that doesn't have the spirit of God within it, exists for that moment. So everyone that is of the illusion has to go from human being to human being to human being in order to exist. So of course stunning is a habit if you have to get the attention of the source constantly. God says to mortal man, to illusionary man, pose for me. Give me your best shot to be seen in front of me. And that pose will last for all eternity. Shit, you gonna stunt hard, won't you? You're gonna stunt your hardest, man. That's what stunting really is. It's to really, it's a art. It's like God is looking upon you for this one moment. Give your best pose. Put all your passion and desire, everything into it. This is what art is. This is what pictures are. They capture the moment. When you look upon a girl, you know what I mean? She's dancing. She's dancing her life away. You know what I mean? She's dancing like her life depends on her. Because her life does depend on her. Because she's dancing for the source. You know what I mean? You got to look at it that way. When somebody's trying to impress you, it's because they need that energy from you to exist. They need that power. So as I say, stunting is a habit. It's an addiction. It's an obsession. Because mortal man, egotistical man, needs that energy. And that's just one aspect of being looked upon by the human eye, the all-seeing eye, the eternal eye. This is the good thing about being a spirit of the great void. You know what I mean? It's awesome. It's great. Poetry in motion. So the next time you see some dude that's not one of us, like in his car, and he got his music playing, and you know he looking, his wheels is nice, man. You know he got a fresh car, or you see a girl, she looking good in her car, and you know what I mean. Just know that they just trying to get your attention because it's like a unconscious, respectful type of thing that they don't want you to know. It's like you have the power, and we're gonna give you all we got to receive that energy from you. Because through you, God is connected. You are the direct lineage to God. But of course, they're not going to tell you that. You know what I mean? They're going to try their hardest not to get you to figure it out. Because all we staring at is a bunch of mirrors. A bunch of mirrors in our rear view, front view, side view, all around us. And it's so fragile. You know what I mean? They can wither away just like dust particles. Just wither away. You know. It's a good thing to be a human being. Should wake that power up inside of you. This is the true meaning of a king and queen. As I said before, you had order in those days. You had the kings and queens and the eunuchs, the concubines, you know what I mean, the workers, the slaves, you know what I mean, the elders. The kings and the queens had the power. So it's like the concubines represent the illusion, or the slaves represents the illusion. You know what I mean? But that's not what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? There's an order of things. Everything has to be ordered in order. Everything's out of order now. So did you know you're the best thing that happened to this world? And the reason why everything is so screwed up is because we started on the wrong foot. At the beginning of time, whenever that was, everything was just all discombobulated and all, you know what I mean, crazy and awkward and dysfunctional and just ugh. So it's like, okay, you gotta finish what you started. It's like you as a whole we have to finish what you started. And this is how you know that, this is how you confirm what happened at the beginning of time. Because everything is just like, okay, you know something ain't right. If you don't know anything in the world, you just know that something ain't right. What the hell is going on? This is not happiness. This is not great, you know what I mean, fun. I'm not having fun. This is horrible. This is horrible, Harry. This is very bad. Very bad. Terrible. What was that book by that boy, or some dude wrote some book about, like, what was it? I forget. Like, very horrible, no good, very bad day or something like that. Oh, man. Talk about having the worst week ever for, like, 15,000 years since Adam and Eve, or since before that. You know what I mean? Atlantis, Bermuda Triangle, wormholes. Man, dude. I want to know what's under the ocean, man. You probably got a bunch of sea creatures under the water. Just about to be crazy out here, man.